was about to yell and embarrass us, but just fucking kiss her already. You've been sitting over there all for
That's
10
what I
years.
was about to say.
What?
Guys,
Why are you
y'all need
squinting at me?
y'all need to hold hands or something.
What?
What?
No, no. Who did you just say you were with today, Sam?
Nobody?
I thought you said you were with somebody now.
No,
I'm
I
so
broke up with my
confused.
boyfriend
Why were you
yesterday.
squinting at me? I saw that.
She about to be with Ellis Hawkins. What?
Okay.
What? Whoa.
No.
I'm kidding.
No, oh, Pink said that I was with Vander today.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
What?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah,
Why are you
So I got a question for you.
Who? Me?
You.
Sure,
Yeah.
what's up?
Or my brain. What are you doing, Ellis? Get the hell out of my sight. Very distracting. Move.
Damn,
Why?
she didn't even. She's doing that without even blinking.
Yeah, I can't do that. Ow, that burns my eyes.
I just. I really don't know you per se, so I'm just gonna ask you some questions if that's all right with you.
Yeah, totally fine.
Oh, she's gonna have some questions in return to ask you, probably.
That's fine.
Oh, yeah, are you single?
No.
Oh, okay, well, now I don't have questions for him.
I thought it didn't matter.
Well, are you
Alright.
interested in an open relationship? Not
Guys.
with me.
John's got some
Yep,
questions.
sorry.
I don't know what to say to that.
What?
Are you gonna ask to be? Sorry, I gotta talk. I gotta touch on this topic now. How are you gonna ask someone to be in an open relationship, but it's not with you? You're speaking for someone else. That's just fucking weird.
Oh, I'm a matchmaker.
Oh well.
Oh yeah, we've heard her matchmaking quiz
What?
like a dozen times now, and she's
I'm
like
not-
done
I'm
it to
not-
everybody like in the cult
I'll
stuff.
tie you up and
I'm
drag you
not- I'm
away
not- I'm
till you
not-
tell me what's
no.
going on.
You shut the hell up, Ellis. Fuck! I can hear you
I'm
whispering
not
from
talking to you.
Damn. I don't know what I was gonna say. Melody, punch Ellis, please.
Concentration is real today.
Oh.
All right, they're back.
Like,
That's good.
what? I wouldn't. I don't want to come off as an asshole, so I'm just gonna say it how it is. So just don't take this with a grain of salt. Why have you started hanging out with all the Colts? Just asking.
Amber, I started hanging around first. I mean, I used to be a deputy as well. Then I got to know Rachel through sharing recipes and periodically got to know more and more and realized that, you know, you guys are actually really nice and great compared to what everyone makes you out to be. So I got to make my own decisions and my own conclusions. And I understand that this is actually a family.
So, got another question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, take it with a grain of salt. It's not like I'm trying to insult you or
You
anything
won't
like that.
offend me, don't worry.
But are you looking for some kind of benefit out of this, or is it just that family environment that you enjoy being around?
Just the family environment. The 4 months of being governor were the worst months of my life. I lost literally everyone. Even my dad left state after manipulating and using me. And I didn't want to be alone, and Amber recognized that and brought me to a group of people that I think understood that that's how I was feeling and kind of embraced me instead of, just letting me go.
What's your in play in all this? Are you like just here for it to be here, or are you looking or pursuing something?
I mean, I will say that I've thought, as I've been getting to know everyone more and spend more time, that maybe eventually, if it was, yours, Roz's, and Scarlet's blessing, that eventually I'd get a buckle, but that'd be months down the line. But honestly, I'm just here for friendship and spending time with people. I have you, like, the Colts come to my cafe night, and we literally just spend time, and it's been great.
Howdy.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah. I see. Are you? Obviously, with the conversation with Buckley, that's always earned, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's why I said months down the line. Plus, I will say that there's apprehension on my part, not because of the cult name or anything, but because the last family I had abandoned me. So I'm sure you can understand that there are some scars there, or actually
Right.
not even scars yet. They're still very raw wounds that I'm trying to work through. So
As you know that you probably.
Settle. Come on. Settle down.
that makes sense.
Why did you become governor then? What was your ambition with it? Were you trying to make change, something you wanted to do, or was you kind of pushed into it by others?
It was literally a joke at first, because I thought Jim was going to win. But then Jim didn't, and everyone made it seem like the state needed a different choice than just Scarlet. Although, honestly, I'd be really interested to see what the state would be like after a Scarlet governorship. So,
It'd be a dictatorship. I'm just talking about.
yeah. But no, and then the only thing that I wanted to do while in that position was just to do right by the state and make decisions that are hard but help keep the state moving forward like it has been. I think that there were a lot of things that I did that were right, but I know that there were things that I did wrong. But I think that in the end, making sure that Delgado was out of the marshal's office, that Wayne and Liliana were removed as well, that hopefully Hannah and Leopold can start to fix the reputation, of the marshal's office specifically. I feel like I at least was able to get it back on the right track, considering I had no control over the marshal's office. I will say too that those 4 months, you see so much corruption within the actual government from the top down instead of the bottom up that it's even worse than what just a normal citizen sees.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, shit, you ain't got to tell none of us that. We've known that for a while.
But I feel like
I've had random people come to me on the street saying that I see that belt buckle. Are you a Colt? Yeah. Some guy robbed me. Can you help me? Asking for my help. Well, obviously you don't know who you're talking to because I'm just a petty criminal who tortures people and cuts them up or whatever bullshit they fucking say about us.
Mm-hmm. I will say that Taras opened the door to my actually looking at and.
Who's at the end of the drive? Sorry.
Sam, do you want me to have him come up?
Who is it?
Sam Faraday.
Faraday. Yeah, fine.
Yeah, he's good. He can go up.
I'll go get him. You can stay here.
I got
Anna.
him.
You got him? Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, Taras actually came to me within the first week of my being governor and asked for assistance. I don't remember exactly what, but I know that there were issues with people going after the Colts. I don't know if that was the case or if it was specifically like Bright Dawn. But he said, you know, he'd been done more good by a Colt than he had by someone wearing a badge. As someone that previously wore a badge, I will say I took slight offense because I did try my best while wearing it, but I also understand and currently do not trust a single deputy.
The deputy showed their true colors to me and confirmed it when Roz and I was shot in the middle of Strawberry. And the 4 deputies who were there watched at the sheriff's office and didn't even try to intervene, didn't take statements, nothing. That confirmed that to me.
Yeah. See, I thought that those days were gone when Jack Burton was gone, but
Oh
You can thank
no.
Edward Stonewall for that one because he was the senior deputy or wherever the fuck he is that day on duty.
yeah.
Shit,
Burton,
there was a young lady in there that town trying to give him a witness statement. He just fucking walked away from him or her. Crazy,
mhm.
crazy times, you know.
Yep.
What with you being governor and have all kinds of other things, what path are you trying to choose for yourself? And not because other people influence you or because people you care about, but what is something that you want to do for you? At the end of the day, it's your life. The choices you make reflect your life.
I don't think that my like goal or my path in life has ever really changed at the heart of it, which is just for me to find a place where I belong and somewhere I can put down roots. I was given up at 24 hours old and in an orphanage since I was 10. Then I ran away, ran around the streets of New York and any other big city till I got here when I was 16. I haven't had a place that I could call my own or a home, but I feel like New Alexandria is the closest I've ever gotten.
Well, if it's family and friends you seek among us, I mean, you're probably in the right place. But like I said, that's earned.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really know you too well. I know of you, and
Mm-hmm.
of course, every story what comes with a name. Everybody has a story, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's true or not, it's not for me to decide. It's for you to decide to show me if it's true or not, and to show the rest of us. But I promise you, if that's what you're looking for, that you'll get amongst us. But once I say it again, it's earned. You know, it's not just given nicely because there's been a lot of people. It's burnt us when it's been given. And like, I don't mean this in any disrespect, but I do it pretty much anyway. But you can ask Ellis. I mean, I watched that boy hardcore before he put that buck on. I was in his ass every day. You can ask him. And I know it's not meaning much from me, but in an aspect, I'll be watching how you kind of, I would say, not really influence, but how you, like, I'm trying to think of a damn word. I'm trying to sound educated right now. It's not working. But how you basically are around everybody and how people are around you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
wouldn't expect anything less.
you've already seen it, but I mean, just know that. I mean, you've seen it just hanging out with us, but just being around, you're gonna get looked at differently. I mean, I was just stopped from seeing my dying friend because I have a buckle. I mean, it's real. I mean, it's there. People look at you different just for having it.
That's the thing, is that, I mean, I took a chance on the fish, you know, and they made me happier and, you know, actually brought color back into my life. Pun slightly intended because they are the fish. but I don't give a shit about what people think of me in that sense. I never have, which is why I never had a problem in regards to the public finding out about my relationship with Blackfish at the time. Like, I don't care. There are certain people that their name and their opinion of me hold weight, but it's not everyone. And so, if people are going to be shitty about that and be closed minded as well, in the sense of like Delgado and all of them, and not actually take the time to learn and actually make their own opinions of people, then they're not even worth my time. Like, I don't care. And I don't, maybe that's a like view to have in a sense, but I'm still growing, and I feel like those people that are stuck in those ways, I don't want them around me anyway, because I don't want to be a stunted, like, shitty human being, you know?
Right.
And I can tell you right now, I like, regardless of, even if you ever have a buckle for me, I will still be the same Sam that I currently am, and make sure that I protect anyone that is here, anyone that has shown me the kindness that you guys have shown, because that's important. Vander saw it with Pink. Like, those people that truly care, that don't look for anything from me, that don't want to use me because I have something that they don't have, those are the people that I want in my life, and those are the people that I will lay my life down for. And I thought that used to be the department, but it wasn't.
There's only a couple things that any of us would ever ask from you. You know,
Mm-hmm.
the rest will come on your based on your own decision within time. And that's always being honest and don't lie to us. Keep everything out and open on the table, right? And just your loyalty and love, and you'll get the same in return by each individual. The more and more you hang out,
Mm-hmm.
come around. A lot of people look at this buckle like it's a piece of metal, but it means deeper to each and every single one of us differently in their own way. Like hell, my buckle was given to me by my brother, so that's a piece that I carry with me everywhere I go. And I tell you right now, anybody tries to take it off me, well, they'll be taking off a corpse. I won't ever hand this thing to them. And each every individual person here is, by the legacy that my brother laid before us, is, we'll always be honest and open with you. And if we have a problem with you, we'll ask you discreetly and bluntly, not beating around the bush, not snickering secrets around people we don't know. That's what family is. No, we don't lie to each other here. We don't keep secrets. Secrets are big things.
Mm-hmm.
Secrets can cost lives and put people in danger. We're always honest and open. And that's what you always get when you're with us. Honesty, loyalty, and respect. You don't care where you've been, what you've done. No matter how you treat all of us.
See someone?
I don't know who that is.
Oh, who's that?
He's wearing my Crimshaw hat. Lieutenant! I'm just kidding.
Search.
They got a horse following them.
What do you need?
I was just kidding.
Do you want me to go investigate the cliff?
As long as they don't come down here.
What I can say is that
They're heading to Valentine.
I've definitely seen that. I have felt that too. And it's nice being somewhere where the effort and the energy that you put into the people and the relationships is matched. Because that is a rare thing in this state.
A lot of these folks who stand around you right now have been here a lot longer than I have and been through a hell of a lot more. And regardless of the rumors that have spread, we've only reacted to things that have happened to us. It's just people believe one side of the story and never ask the second side of what happened. You know, we don't go out looking for trouble, but I guarantee you if trouble comes looking for us, we're fucking ready for it. Each and every single one of these people here.
Amen.
That is definitely something that I learned as governor, is that there are two sides to every story, and the truth is somewhere in the middle.
Yep. I've always said something like that too, but I always say as a person wears two faces, what you see in the public and what you see when they're with family or people they care about.
Mhm. I mean, that's fair. I'm an absolute hooligan in private, but if I have to be in the public, I can be professional.
Right. Using politics. So you're pretty good
Mm.
at lying then, right?
I
I'm
didn't
just
even
kidding.
need. No, that's fine. I guess I should give you a little bit of my backstory then. After leaving the orphanage at 10, those 6 years that I was on my own, I did run around and may have been a little bit of a con artist at that time. Getting money from people to get food, to get a horse that I definitely didn't already have. Just, yeah, filthy crime. So, but I learned that's the one thing that I can say Gene has left me with, which is it is better to stick to your truth and to survive off of what that truth is than to try and survive off of a lie.
Gene, you know, that's your brother, right?
That's my father, my adoptive father.
Oh, is
Gene
it?
Colt. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saved his life once, right?
Oh, I don't doubt it. He's a big idiot that gets himself almost killed all the time.
Sure.
Yeah, he was about to get jumping bound time. I intervened with him.
Thank you for that. He's a big fucking idiot who's in Montana now.
Now I'm gonna say this, and I don't mean to, like I said, sound like an asshole again.
Mm-hmm.
But I say this to everybody who I don't rightly know that well, and I'm just gonna make you a promise, and it's because I not really have to, but it needs to be said. And like I said, don't take this the wrong way, but if you do anything to hurt anybody sitting around here, I will kill you.
If I hurt anybody in this circle, I would wish that upon me. I'm not joking. You guys have shown me nothing but kindness when you very easily could have been like, oh, this bitch? Nah. So.
The way you said that.
I'm sorry. So, no.
What's wrong, Ellis? You got a little thing of deja vu there.
A little bit.
And the thing about me, and where I differ from my brother, is you knew when my brother was coming. Absolutely, you knew when he was coming. Me, you might just turn around and I'm standing right there.
Hmm.
If you're gonna say those words, mean it too.
Oh,
do.
yeah.
'Cause it's real easy to say.
I know.
Mhm. I will
Anyway.
say this, John, that I've known Sam for over a year, and her coming to this transition even shocks me. I honestly, I couldn't be prouder of her. because I knew not her background, but I knew where she had come from with Jean and the department. And as she said to all of us here now, she was just black and white. It was cut and dry with her. And now that she saw the inner workings of it, not just from a deputy standpoint, but also from a governor standpoint, yeah, she's of the same mind as me. And you know my words ring true as well. So I feel like if I am able to stand next to her as well.
That's what I mean, Sam. Miss Sam. You got people's hearts and minds here already, so keep that in mind.
If it's any consolation, the people in my life left me. I didn't leave them in that sense. I don't leave people because I don't know how to word it really well, to be honest. I'm struggling here a little bit. Like, when someone has my loyalty, they have it forever until they're done with me. Except for my ex-boyfriend, not because he's a fucking idiot, but we're not going to talk about that. Boyfriends are different. But family, I understand the privilege that is family now, and I don't want to lose it if I get it, you know? And like I said, I still have wounds that I have to heal from because I did lose it because they left me. They used what they could out of me, literally everyone, and then left me. So I don't know if that speaks to anything or makes anybody a little bit more comfortable, but I am someone who will stay till the end, and even till it probably shouldn't, because it's not good for me.
Where I come from, where I was raised, words mean many things, so you can say it, but I'm gonna tell you to show me.
You got it.
Actions speak louder than words.
Yeah, anyone can say anything. It's when the cards are on the table and lives are at risk and shit hits the fan.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you know.
Amen to that. Ain't a single doubt in my mind that if something were to happen, I don't doubt any of these individuals standing here among you. And it's not because they wear that buckle, it's because we're family.
Mm-hmm.
And family's everything.
I look forward to showing you what I've got. And I want to thank you for the opportunity. It's like I said, it would have been easier for you guys to just ignore me. But also, just so you know, you can't offend me, first off. I've had literally everything thrown at me before. And I'm also an open book. So if you ever have questions, don't hesitate to
I
ask.
do got a question for you.
What's that?
What was it like being abducted by Crow?
Abducted by him.
That's the rumor. What
What are
was
you
going
looking at me
around
like
is you
that
got
for?
kidnapped by Crow.
I wouldn't say exactly that. I will say that
With
he
No.
stopped me in Van Horn. I told him I was governor, so he put his gun down. And we talked there. But then the second time, he had his whole group, and I just knew I couldn't leave. But they didn't hold guns to me or anything, and it was just a
Then I say we go.
conversation. So
No.
I'd say he's an idiot in that he then went around and said that I had hired him as a
wanna
mercenary to
see
take care
him?
of the Comanche,
No.
which is not true.
Not like that.
But yeah, I wouldn't really say that he ever kidnapped me. I've only been kidnapped once, actually,
Then what do
and
you
that
wanna
was
do about
by
Enya?
Tommy Hunt.
We're gonna wait.
You've only
how
been
long?
kidnapped once.
Till after Jet
Like
passes.
kidnapped as in tied up and taken away. Yeah,
And then what?
once.
Hey, me too.
Still working on that.
Well, you know, I'll go with you.
At least as a governor. I'd been I wouldn't say kidnapped once before, but I was used as a bargaining chip by Kenny Hardy. But
boy.
my dad shot him in the face with a shotgun, so you know that was he fucked up a little bit there. But yeah, no, I wouldn't really say I was kidnapped by Crow. I'd say that I was stopped, but that's about it.
Is that Sam?
Yep.
I got it.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Hey, honestly, we should be able to just arm flap and they can come over instead of walking all the way down the road.
Yeah.
Try you don't have fireworks anymore.
He's
Tell
trying.
him about the arm flap. God damn
He's
it.
trying. He's trying. He's doing the arm flap. He's
If
not
I-
responding
if
to the
I
arm flap.
If I shoot at him, do you think he'll be like, "Oh, I need to come down there"? Oh, Jesus Christ, Amber!
Don't aim at them, please.
I was
Yeah.
even aiming
It's kind
at
of a
the
lot of us
guard.
around for that. Damn gun away!
He might get flashbacks. Was he out there when Raj shot Thomas and Ellis?
Huh?
Oh, was you there for that?
Well, that was at the cafe. I was like, oh god, someone's gonna die at my cafe tonight.
I was gonna haunt your cafe.
Yeah, I would have been really upset about that.
Why? You would have
Why?
had an Ellis ghost.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, like, I
Best
feel like
ghost
he'd
ever.
scare away. Yeah, but he'd scare away customers. If you promised not to, if I like left out offerings of apple cider, then that'd be fine. But
Fermented or unfermented?
your choice.
Then yeah, I would have left him alone.
Okay. We play the piano.
So, Vander, I don't know much about you either. You still are they all right? Just make sure. Some people fall asleep this fire and then they wake up tied up at Valentine for some reason. I don't know why.
Find a spot.
Wait,
Sam,
really?
Find a spot.
Yeah, I fell asleep standing up at this fire and I woke up in Valentine tied up.
Yep.
Shoot back there.
Yep.
Sammy, you can come by me.
That was by my brother.
Oh, I thought you
Like
were gonna
2 hours. We came back and he was still there.
Less than 2 hours.
It was 2 hours.
No, it wasn't.
It
What?
definitely was 1 hour though.
Yeah. What?
It was like an hour and a half, 2 hours. You
What?
came back, you were still there. Same spot, same position, hadn't moved. I was amazed you were alive, to be honest. You know, usually you move around when you spit. Nope, not you. Not then, anyway.
All right. So, what do you want to know about Vander? Because I'm actually very kind of curious what you're going to ask.
Ow.
I mean, basically, it's the
What's
same
that
question I
for?
just asked Sam. I don't know anything about you,
It's my
so
fucking sister.
you're
Yeah, that's
you just hanging out,
basically
just
my
hanging out.
mom in a
'cause
way.
No people here, or I don't know. Like I've only seen you twice, so. And I know my appearance right now because of it. Tis the season. You know, tis the season of plants. So
Season.
What?
Gotta take. He's got a lot of plants to take care
Yeah.
of around here.
Ah, okay. I thought you meant something else. Like,
He's Farmer Colt.
planting season.
Farmer Colt.
I mean, I'm hanging out because eventually I want in. Sorry.
Nothing. Sorry.
I basically started hanging out with you guys because of Ember. So I did not know anyone else beside her. She brought me to catch up with her, and that's how I met Mav, and then Rachel, and then Ellis, and then slowly everyone else.
Vander.
Hello, Ivy. And Ivy, yes, which usually calls me Xander.
Oh, I'm terrible with your fucking name, and so I have to say it twice to remind myself.
Um, but it feels good. I mean, it's something that I have not felt in a very long time. Even if I'm not really in the family, I still feel like I'm part of it. And I've been, as Sam said, like I was being welcomed. Like people knew me for years, and I don't want to take that as granted. And I want to work for it, and I want to help, and I want to put in work, and I want to prove myself.
I got you. You basically heard all the questions I asked Sam. It's basically like the same. I just like to know people, you know.
Yeah, I mean that's something that I like to do as well. So I understand it very well.
He helped me do a lot of jobs, John. We worked together a lot in that aspect.
Oh, you a fucking criminal? No, I'm just kidding.
You fucking know it.
Yes, sir.
He's had my back for 8 fucking years. Well, I take that back. 4 years, and then we somehow got fucking split off and lost track of each other for the last 3.5. That was fantastic. And then all of a sudden, he just randomly comes here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Little shit.
I think the biggest thing is, say big. I mean, obviously everybody's got things that happen right within your life, but I can tell you one thing: we definitely ain't looking for no empty saddles.
Yeah, and
Good.
you're not a female, so you're basically gonna be instantly in.
Hell yeah, brother.
Go
About
girl
fucking
gang.
time. We're taking over.
Basically, if you're wondering what that meant, empty saddles is, you say you join and then you never show your face again, that kind of thing. Like we're all about working together, being here together for each other.
Gotcha.
Well, I'm here for the long run.
Well, that's something you aim to do. Earn it and show us.
Yes, sir.
Andrew, you will, if you do become, you will help the girl and guy ratio we have, because we.
It's even. What are you talking about? It's even. It's just
Is it?
It's
Is
just
it
more
though?
women are awake than
Okay.
men.
All right.
Yeah, because it used to be called, what was it? What was it? Ethan and the Coltettes? Is that what it used to be called? That's what it was.
Yeah,
What the
that's
fuck?
true. He used to be surrounded by all of us, and he'd be like,
I
"Where's all the
mean,
guys?"
Can you blame him though? Good looking guy with a bunch of good looking women? Shit. Shit.
He liked it. He admitted it.
Might have moaned and bitched about being tied up sometimes, but I think he kind of enjoyed that shit.
He actually cheered when there was
In
more
more ways
guys
than
and
one.
girls riding with him on some days that were rare. It was all good fun.
Yep. Good old days, anyway.
John, if you don't mind, I just remembered the question you asked Sam, and I don't think I heard it from Vander, so I'm just kind of curious.
Go ahead. I ain't gotta be the
Van-
only one talking here, y'all. I mean, come on now.
You always dominate the conversation, John. Admit it, okay?
Not really. Usually
That's
I'm
good.
sitting
Good
here
to-
shutting the
good-
fuck up when Robin's down here. Just
Good to have a topic. Stay on topic. So Vander, what would you say is something that you really want to do? Not because, like John said, not because of what of other people that you've met. Just like what's something that you personally just want to do in life? Like, what's your mission?
See, that's a very loaded question. I want to be able to live a life that I want. Feeling, yeah, I mean, just like, well, some owner about that, but it's always good when you have a family with you. Like, I could roam around the land alone all the time, but the last few days when we hanged out and we spent time together, it was probably the best days of my few years. So I think my goals are changing day by day, so it would be hard to say right now. I'm looking to stay if you're gonna have me, and from there we'll see.
Vander,
Mm.
what's more important to you? This
Are you gonna give me
afternoon.
options? Or? Oh.
No. Listen, this afternoon, and you know what I'm talking about. You had the option to go off by yourself. What did I end up doing?
We're gonna be a bit more specific about this afternoon, because
This afternoon, when you were going to go alone doing something, what did I end up doing?
The apples.
yeah, you did come with me.
No. What was your first initial answer?
And I think it would be safer to go alone,
Why?
because I don't want you to put in danger.
Okay. You do realize that I'm also part of this family, correct?
Yeah.
I'm going to be put in danger because I put this buckle on. Do you think that matters to me?
I mean, it was an extra danger that you maybe don't need.
Listen, I know where Vander's coming on this one. That's why
Yeah.
I wasn't wanting to tell you about Jen and Lucas, but 'cause I didn't want you to have to get involved.
So you do realize that you're also going to have this same issue, right? Once you get that buckle,
Absolutely.
okay? And you also know that I'm your best fucking friend, and I'm not going to let you fucking go anywhere, buckle or not.
At the same time, it does not mean that I'm not gonna fight it and tell you that maybe it's not the best idea.
You know I'm just as stubborn as you are, you little fuck. You know
I
I'd
feel
follow
like I need
you.
to move.
Nope, you're fine.
John, do that real quick.
Nope, you're fine. Stay right there, sweetheart. You know that I would follow you, and I
I
would
know.
make sure from a distance. That's all I
I
ever
know.
ask.
And you know that I came back after you at the store robbery, so
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
John, you meant Faraday?
who?
Faraday.
Friday. It's
Let's be my brother.
Faraday.
Faraday.
Sunday.
Same
Goofy guy with the
Faraday.
mask on.
Faraday. Yeah, why you got a mask on? You ain't gotta have hiding your
Weirdo.
face over here.
Yeah, sorry.
Some of the
he was
local-
with me in Saint Denis. He's a little pissed off too. So
Mm.
I gotcha.
I got a question.
Hmm.
This can be for either Sam or Vander. When the time comes, if Roz asks you to do something and you're not so sure about it, what would you do?
I'll do it. And then I'll ask the question.
I think for me, I might actually ask her the question first, just so that I understand why I'm doing something. And the reason being is that if I'm going to do something, I want to know why, so that I can go in like fully, yeah. But I'm also someone who asks why a lot, so that's also just my personality. But if it's Roz asking me to do something, I mean, I trust her judgment. I just would want to, yeah, I don't know. I guess that's kind of contradictory.
I think in this life we all live and have chosen for ourselves, it's not easy. You'll be put tested to the hardest things you have done in your life,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just absolute fact. It speaks for itself. But each and every one of these individuals and the legacy of the Colts has not so lasted as long as it has because we are weak by any means. I mean, I guarantee you these are probably the strongest people mentally, physically, and with their love that you'll ever meet in your life. And that's why that we can, you know, have succumbed so long,
Mm-hmm.
not only with the lead of my brother, but, my brother wasn't the Colts, as everybody here who's the Colts. They made my brother as much as my brother made them. That's 110. He wouldn't have been shit. He'd just been Ethan Colt in this world without him. That's it. And if anybody asks anybody to do anything, it's not just out of spite. There's a pretty good damn reason for it.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody is always well informed. Like when I get ready to have a conversation, just because y'all, and it's no offense to y'all don't have that buckle on, so you don't have that privilege to hear what I'm going to say to these individuals here in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just everybody's well informed. Like I said, we don't hold secrets. We're family. I hope that goes for you too, Ivy, because I know you just recently started coming around here.
Of course.
So I hope that you follow in that stead of yours and Melody's father's legacy. You got pretty big fucking shoes to fill.
I'll never fill his shoes, but what I will always continue to do is to make sure that they're always walking forward.
Show me. Show all of us.
I will. It's my papa.
Melody, I already know what you do. You fucking Jesus Christ. You was there for every step of the way with everything we've done so far. With since that's happened, so
Things to kind of piggyback off John and everyone. It's gonna be putting on this buckle is one of the toughest things because you will have people look at you different. You will have friends that you'll lose, but you'll also be gaining a family, and a family that'll do anything for you. A family that when you don't telegram them back because you're picking apples, you're gonna have 8 people riding for you. Family
that's the
that
fucking truth.
family that when your name gets put on a hit list, they're making sure that you're surrounded by everyone. A family that when you're bleeding out on the ground, they give you their blood with no thoughts about their own health. Because in the end, we look out for each other. And when you hurt one, you hurt all.
Whose horse is that riding out from behind the barn?
That's mine.
If if
I
you're
was
gonna
just
if you're gonna
curious.
whistle it, please like step to your
No,
left so it
I'm
doesn't
gonna
kill
go
all of us.
run. I'll be right back.
I just saw this random
Yeah, I was like,
horse
what?
riding
I
away.
expected it to come in here and fuck us up pretty well. I wish I never would have left, John.
Oh, you had your own path.
Sorry, she has a mind of her own.
But you're here now, and that's all important.
Yep.
I mean, at least they got the same mindset.
Hey, I mean, I know it's not the same thing because you're his daughter, but I held the highest respect for your father.
Okay, can I
And-
clarify my answer a little bit because now I understand the words for it?
Hold on. I held the highest respect for your father, and I told all these guys before I actually got this buckle that I had thought of joining. I thought of joining you guys before I became a deputy, and I didn't. But I'm glad I'm here now.
I am too. And thank you.
Anytime.
Eating the horse?
He's not. No, he's killing a snake.
Yeah, no, I get that, but look, he ate his horse once.
I'll be honest with all of you. I specifically came back here to confront him because that was my privilege from a letter that he sent me after he took the life of my mother. So I came here with a specific round chambered, and I was gonna have a conversation and potentially shoot him based on how it went because that was my right according to him. I still feel in shock that I'll never see him again. But I have a hell of a lot of comfort knowing that what he has had with all of you is growing stronger by the day. So understand when I say that I am proud and I am honored to stand here with you, to wear this buckle, to be a part of this family, and I will go to no end to make sure that you know that I support every single fucking thing that this family and this buckle stands for going forward. I didn't think he could die. I know I've told some of you this, but I was in Chicago at university, and I finished and came home, and I figured that when I got here, and if everything kind of patterned out that made me do what I thought I might have to do to have my vengeance. Sorry. That if I shot him, he would just spit the bullet out and laugh, and that would be end of it. Because I didn't think he could be defeated. I didn't think he could ever fall. I didn't think he would ever be where he is right now. I just didn't think that the world was big enough to put him in that position. Life has a funny way of saying something different, and all we can do is respect it and move forward to put something behind the equal sign to this massive fucking problem that we have in front of us. But I will show you. Every fucking one of you.
Glad to hear it. Personally.
All right, Sam, you can clarify your answer now.
Okay, because I realized as I was running after my horse. In regards to asking questions, I feel like if it's coming from Roz or anyone here, I don't think that there would actually be a need to ask because you guys are truthful. And any time I've ever been asked to like step away or anything, I understood. You are right, John, in the sense that that's all you get here. And that's all I'm looking for is the truth. I don't want to play fucking stupid little games. Tomorrow's not promised, so stop playing games about it, you know? I like knowing where I stand in the sense of if I give you my trust and my loyalty, that I will get it back.
Do you all understand what stay upright and healthy means?
Why don't you go ahead and educate them?
That was like the thing my dad said.
I was not aware.
He said, stay upright and healthy, will you? It was meant to question you. Like where you wanted to be, what decisions you would promote for yourself to carry on yourself. So stay upright means stay on your feet. Can't help everybody if you're not. If you're down and out, you can't protect those around you. So you stay upright. You look it in the face and you don't back away from it. You never give in. You pursue the outcome regardless of whatever the fuck it is. Unwaveringly. Being healthy is another thing. Not just not just in like your own physical sense, but just health overall of the culture, the people, the family, all of it. And then the will use the question on whether or not you have the earnest and the sensibility and the courage to do it. When I first heard it, I questioned him about it. And he told it to me in great detail. Because I didn't understand it. Just thought it was just a dad thing. But it all has meaning. It all has relevance. Punctual. And it's over there written on his epitaph. But John is right. My father, having started this, wasn't the only thing that mattered. Because he would have been nothing without the people that stood with him. And that's something that I'll always cherish because as powerful and as demonstrated as he was in his character, he was somebody who did give a fuck about every single person that stood with him. And I think you all know that. I'll shut up now.
Yes, thank you for the tear-jerking speech, I appreciate that.
I got you, Uncle.
See, while we're, for you guys just been recently hanging around, while we're so keen on that and my brother's legacy,
I'm so sorry. It's kind of hard to hear. Is it just me?
No.
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 Oh, okay.
No.
oh, can you hear me now? Yeah?
No.
Yeah.
Well,
You're not opening wide enough. You gotta really get that mouth wide and open.
Like your
You know?
tongue is curled.
That's what she said.
Ah!
When
That
in doubt,
work?
gag it out.
Yeah, that sounds better.
Yeah. Oh.
hello, hello, hello.
Yeah, hello?
Hey.
Yeah,
You-
no, better?
Oh.
There,
That was
there,
better.
there.
What the fuck is going on with my
Okay,
mouth?
Wow.
Pollen.
It's good.
That's... Sorry.
I'm so sorry to interrupt. I was
Just ruined the fucking moment. Someone shoot her. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
And she was never seen again.
But y'all can hear me now, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
So what I was gonna say before y'all couldn't hear me was my brother's legacy. They, he kind of laid it forth upon with all of us. That will always continue moving forward, and the people here and their well-being will always continue moving forward as long as I'm alive and breathing. I mean, for a promise that I read for my eyes only, if anybody tries to downplay that or anything, well, it won't be a part of this family, period. Because what that means is he dies twice. And as long as I'm standing here, I guarantee with everybody standing here with me, that ain't gonna happen twice. It was fucking hard enough the first time. That's why we're so, you know, very gracious with everything, with family and everything.
Do you have any questions for Faraday too?
I just,
Or do you know him?
I don't know him. I just met him today. I don't even think he knows my name. So I'm John Colt Faraday. Nice to meet you.
No, I know who you are, sir. Nice to meet you too.
Oh Jesus Christ, that fucking sir thing. Maverick?
He's just like I am. Sorry.
I have something. If people will listen.
Is there anybody else have something? Anybody else at all?
Fuck.
I have
And-
a question.
I think there's a bird up in the tree that wants to
And
say
now
Fuck
that you
you.
mention it, John,
I say what you're
I
gonna say,
did have
Amber, and then Melody has a question.
No, go ahead, Melody. Mine will take a bit.
I was just gonna ask them. It's been kind of in my mind for a bit now, but it was pushing off Alice's question about if Rosalind told you to do something. I don't know whether this has already been asked, but if you were told to shoot someone that you hold very close to you because they did something, what would you do? Like a daughter, best friend, brother. Because hard choices like that have been brought up before.
If
And
you were
not all at
asked,
once.
I was gonna say, don't y'all answer it once
Yeah.
here.
I was gonna say if you know you get asked, there's a reason behind it. You know, there's times to ask questions, there's times to think about it. But in that moment, you gotta do what you gotta do. I think kind of like a gunfight. You make moments in the split decision. And then you might look back on it later. You might be like, well, could have done things a bit differently. But if you're asked to do something, there's a reason you're being asked to do it. Right? It's something that you agreed to. You agreed to do what you have to protect those around you and the people you care about. You can't let your feelings for one individual person block out the feelings that you hold for all other people. Everybody's life is equal. No one holds a higher life. At the end of the day, everybody's human.
I'll just let you guys know so you can hear my comfort on it. It wasn't a thing my brother had asked, and the same thing with Roz. That I just did, you know, because I know, and I always knew, if they asked me, especially Ethan, if he asked me to do something, there was a pretty good fucking reason. Because like I said, we don't go out looking for trouble, right? Trouble usually finds us, and we just respond. So usually there's a pretty damn good reason we're being asked to do that. And I've never questioned one judgment from either one of
Riders.
them.
Oh,
Swear to God, that looks like fucking Jack Dolls from here.
it is.
Oh my goodness.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Fucking found us.
I mean, wow.
it's so hard.
Are they homeless?
Well,
They seem like
No.
it a little
Okay.
bit.
before we bring them over, I want one more thing to be said.
I'll go tell them that then.
Can I answer first?
Oh,
though?
go ahead.
I want to listen to the answers. No.
So, I understand that sometimes for the good of the many, you have to do something that's hard. And like I said, if Roz were to ask me, John, honestly, I have respect for you now, especially with the questions that you've asked and the fact that you've been open to asking them. I I'd definitely do it. Would it be a hard thing to do? I don't think that anyone here would question that in the sense of it just being a difficult thing to do. But I would do it.
I'll go over there.
Plus,
Difficult.
Cannot be
understanding.
excused.
Uh,
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. It's
Y'all
just-
want to keep
yeah.
stop interrupting her?
Sorry, no, it's fine. I don't remember where I was going with that.
I apologize. Sometimes people get excited when
Mhm.
visitors
Said-
arrive.
Last thing you said that I heard was it wouldn't be an easy thing to do, but you would do it.
Yeah. Oh, my view of the world and people in it has changed. And I have a very good feeling that if that was ever asked of anyone here, like they said, there's a very good reason for it to be asked of them. And it shouldn't be a surprise. And if it's a surprise, then you need to actually look at yourself and realize what you were missing. Or what you were lying to yourself about.
Well, I mean, we pretty much answered in both ways that you could answer. So I'm not gonna try and complicate things anymore. It's pretty much I would do it. It's not gonna be something easy, but if it has to be done, then yeah, I'll do it.
When there are no more questions, can we have like a quick cult only powwow?
Yep. Y'all can still hear me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, yep.
Do you need us to leave?
I was gonna say something. I'm just trying to pick my brain what I was gonna say.
Oh.
Oh. I know I've been interrogating the shit out of you, but if there's questions you have for me, I mean, you go and ask. But before you want to know the answer, just brace yourself, because I'm gonna give you an honest answer.
He'll give you the
I'll
most
just-
honest answer you could hope for.
Okay, I got a question. To lighten the mood a little bit. Will you ever come to my cafe?
How much you gonna pay me?
I have to pay you?
Well, he's a farming boy.
He is the state crimshaw, so
Yes.
He's a state crimshaw
So
farmer.
you get paid by the state. There you
Yeah, and you happen to do business in the state, so ma'am, I'm sorry about this. No, I'm just kidding.
I guess the one thing that I can ask of everyone is I'm still growing as a person. I'd like to think that I've made a lot of great strides, but if I falter, if I mess up, don't hesitate to tell me, because the only way I can fix it is if I'm told.
We're all growing as a person every day,
Mhm.
regardless of age. You know,
Mhm.
that's the thing about family here is not a single one of these people who stand among you would be or to hesitate to tell you, hey, you were wrong. And they're
Mhm.
gonna do it politely, but that's how you build each other up. We don't tear each other down. We build each other up to greater heights, right? The heights that you couldn't even imagine that you'd ever be in with your life. I mean, that's what it's about. That is what the family aspect is about. As long as you're always true to your word and you have meaning behind your word, I promise you'll always get that same respect from everybody here.
Mhm. That's all I want.
If you ain't learning, you ain't living. And falling
Exactly.
is a part of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We're not
not the-
perfect.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut
No,
you
you're
off.
fine.
It's not the falling part will get you. It's what you do after. If you get back up, or if you just lay there. Sometimes you can lay there and just kind of look at the sky and wonder for a minute, but you got to get your ass back up and get back in that fucking saddle every time.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, John. Wasn't it you that always said also you got to make a decision whether it's left or right?
That's why I always say to everybody here, the same with this family, whether you go left or you go right, you choose. It's your path, but we'll be right there with you.
Yep.
As long as you're true to your word.
What did Dad say? Like,
I think he's about to say, what did Dad saying? What'd your
no,
dad say?
about the word. I can't remember exactly to quote, but it's like the only form of currency you have in this world, something like that.
Yep. That's the only form of currency that carries
Mm-hmm.
volumes in this world is your word.
And you take it to the grave.
Yeah, I like to kind of touch on that. I always say there's two things that someone could never take from you ever. That's your word and that's your name. What you do can make or break it. That is yours and no one has the right to it. But anyway, y'all excuse us for a second.
Yeah.
Did we want to let Amber speak?
Oh shit.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
Amber.
Sorry, Amber.
Good catch, Ivy.
Mhm.
Oh, that's what
I gotta pull out my book again. Hold on. Actually, kind of worded, but I found this in a book, and
I didn't know you could read.
I.
Just kidding.
Okay, smartass. It's about loyalty, honestly, and I just happened upon it actually when I was looking for one of my many cryptic quotes that I love to put out in general telegrams. Fuck you, Vander. So one primary attribute of this family is loyalty to one another. Loyalty is not a mere word that one uses to describe their view of themselves. You cannot declare and say you are loyal to please the ears around you. Loyalty isn't how long you've known someone. Loyalty is a deed. It is an act that is done. Loyalty is the unbroken chain of deeds. Loyalty takes work, but it's effortless at the same time. Loyalty is what you give to others, not what you get out of it. Loyalty is not giving to someone, giving to get something back in return. Loyalty is not fueled by selfishness, personal gain, or the choice of commerce over friendship. Loyalty is more than self sacrifice. Loyalty is willing to give your life to a friend, Sam, a cause, the family, to die so that others may live without the expectations of reward. Loyalty in the family is to live your life to the fullest and evolving with them. Loyalty in the family is to keep your word and fulfill your duty without reservations so that we all grow strong daily. So there you go. That is, to me, our definition, or my definition, of loyalty to this family. I thought that actually kind of fit this whole thing
It's perfect.
because
Mm-hmm.
it hit hard with me too when I left the department and I had to choose between staying within the department where people were backstabbing and manipulating and doing stupid shit or joining a family where I knew I wasn't going to have to worry about any of that fucking shit.
Yeah.
And these two in front of me, John and Rachel both. Rachel more so than John. No offense, John. You
None
two,
taken.
you two stood up for me for so long, and now that I've actually joined, I've just absolutely. There's no words to express it.
Amber asked me once. She said, "Why would you do that when certain things would happen?" And I always told her, I said, "That's what family does." She didn't know it at the time, but she was already part of the family. She just took a while to figure it out.
That is true. Okay. Now, I don't know what you had to do.
Now
why
I
we had to have
skedaddle.
these.
Yeah, now we had to fuck off.
Respectfully.
Yeah, yeah.
I would go get Mav, but I think he's talking to Jebediah, and I'm gonna let him do
Yeah.
that.
He is.
Okay.
What was you wanting to say, Ellis? Because I was just going to inform him about our conversation that we had with Bear.
Oh. That too. I just wanted to tell you. You talked about them being around and trust. I just wanted to say. I don't know how to spit this up. Say, Vander is. I think Sam needs to be put in some like more. Not more than just non-social situations, but Vander I would trust my life with at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You already know I vouch for him.
Mm-hmm.
He's great.
I don't know much about Sam, but I know past relations and who she's associated with, but I'm not going to judge someone on who they associate with because that'd make us no different than everybody else who judges us based on being Colts, right? When they don't
Yep.
fucking know us.
I mean, granted, it's not everyone, but look at me, who I used to associate with.
Goddamn criminal.
I know.
I associated with deer, and then I got picked up.
Yeah, me too.
Thank
I got
God.
taken. I got taken out Valentine.
Ivy.
Not against my will, but
Thanks, Ivy.
Do you
got
want to
you.
inform? Do you want to update them on the bear situation, or do you want me to do it?
you can do it.
All right. So we met with the jackdaws. I'm sure all of you have at this point heard the whole Anna and Jack being stupid situation. So I'm not
I
gonna.
told you the girl was trouble.
You trust me.
Can you start at the
Nothing
beginning,
but
please?
regret. Nothing but regret. Did you hear about the whole Anna and Jack stupid situation?
Which one?
Them threatening to kill me.
Bringing Ethan's name into it.
There's
Yeah.
an Anna
Yep.
Conrad.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, it didn't come from Anna. It
When
came
was
from
this?
Jack. Whatever.
All
was
right.
this?
I'll just do a full
Okay.
recap then. So, I had a few people actually telling me that Anna was running around state telling people that we were coming after her. And I'm pretty sure Roz heard it too. Because I brought it up to her. She said she'd heard something similar. Anyways, so I wrote Anna a letter basically saying, in no uncertain terms, that we weren't coming after her, we weren't looking to come after her, that it's not true. If she is saying those things, it needs to stop. Or if she's not saying those things, it doesn't. Then she could ignore this, and it's, nothing's gonna happen. But if it is true, and she continues to say things that aren't true and tell everyone things that aren't true, then she's gonna speak her own lies into truth and speak them into existence. So then she told her ex-husband Jack, who then wrote me a letter basically saying, Ellis, you're a coward, you're a bitch, I have no respect for you, threatening my family like that. I used to be good friends with Ethan, and he would be very disapproving of what you said. I'm sad to hear it happen to him. However, if you continue to threaten my family, I swear I'll turn you into an Ethan Colt type of situation. Which obviously not great. Not a great thing to say. Especially yeah,
Who said that?
considering Jack Richards, Amber's
Said
ex
it
or
to
Amber.
you?
Anna.
My
Said
ex.
it to him?
Whoa.
Wait, who did he say it
Whoa.
to?
He said that to me.
Ah, interesting. Well,
Anyways,
it's like an easy
Um,
solution.
Well, so the problem is that he is a recruit, or what do they call them? Not recruits,
Oh no.
Prospect.
prospects. Yeah, prospects for the jackdaws. And obviously,
Oh,
we're
that
pretty good
guy?
friends with the jackdaws.
Jack Richards?
Yeah,
That's gonna be
Yeah.
a mess for
All
them.
right, let this man finish.
I'm sorry.
yeah. So when we found that out, we reached out to the jackdaws to settle things rather than just, out of respect for the fact that we're friends with them, they're friends with us. We weren't just going to go after, even if prospect, we aren't just going to go after them without, talking to them about it first. When they heard about the situation and they read, and Raj showed them the letter, or told them about the letter, they were just as mad as we were, especially since they specifically, because I guess they asked him about if he had any problem with the Colts, and he told them specifically no, he did not. That there was nothing wrong, and so they were pissed that not only did he lie to them, but also brought Ethan into it. And so, in a way, they have, and this is pending Roz's approval, but more or less offered him to us. The only exception is they don't want us to shoot him because they don't think that's going to teach him that much of a lesson. But that other than that, they want us to teach him some respect in whatever ways we see fit, other than obviously just shooting him down, which I can understand. Some people will learn from that, but I mean, he's already shown
And
that
they still want him?
he's kind of an idiot. Well, their plan is that they're gonna straight up tell him what's gonna happen, and if he really wants to be a jackdaw, he'll go through with it, and if he doesn't want to be a jackdaw, he won't. So,
Hmm.
at which
Well,
point,
good luck
if
with
he
that.
at which point if he leaves, then they said it's open season and they don't care anymore.
I'll just let y'all know what I said to him. I said I was kind of in agreement with hand him over and throw him a beating, because my personal opinion on just shooting somebody that's if they, even die from it, but more than likely probably won't or something like that. All it'll do is just cause an open vendetta with that person and cause more rage. So teach them a lesson, then you throw them back to the jackdaws and they can fucking keep eyes on them.
It's funny that when you break up with somebody, they instantly think you're gonna go after them and shoot them.
Yeah, how dare you just do what normal people do when they break up and
I
do nothing.
apologize, but I have to get running.
Why run?
Alright,
Why
take
can't
care.
you floor?
Well, I need to
or-
go.
or-
I need to go take
or
a nap.
ride a
I
horse.
apologize.
So you're not gonna run. You're
Oh,
lad.
no, I'll
You're
run
lad.
to the house. How's that?
Okay. All right. You better run.
Good
So
night.
All right, I'm very sorry.
And-
I'll be back.
Not
though.
any-
that's the update on that front. So don't
Not bad.
obvious-